What up, guys? In today's session, I'm going to be taking you through how to pick your niche and how to get your first client once you've got that niche, okay? As always, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your time. I appreciate. All right, go through this. It's going to be a killer. I'm going to take you through a live session that I did with one of my clients who's in one of my programs. Okay, and it's like, this is something that I hear all the time. People get confused how to pick that niche, and then if they don't pick that niche, it's very difficult to get a client, thus you get overwhelmed, thus you don't think you're good enough and all these sorts of things. So this is gonna be a quick way, all right? Let's go straight to the session now. My name is Ed JC Smith, founder of the Champion Academy, where we bring out the champion inside of you so you can live life on your terms. All right, today's session we have Pooja. All right, thank you for joining. Give yourself a hand. And you want clarity on your niche, is that correct? Yeah?
Yes.
And so you have no clients currently, but you want to start a social media marketing agency, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, and your current focus is what?
Getting leads for chiros.
Is it specifically chiropractic or dentist? Because I can see you wrote two here. Is it chiros or dentist or both?
Yes, yes. It's
What's
chiros
that?
or dentist.
Or dentist. So they're different, right? Why are you focusing on one? Why not focus on one or the other?
Um,
Do you understand, like, a chiropractor is very different to a dentist?
yes,
Is
yes.
that the question, like which one to go for?
No, the question is, which software am I going to use for, and how am I going to get? I know how to do a Facebook ad. I know how to do a lead generation ad.
Before that, why are you focusing on chiros and dentists?
Well, basically, after speaking to you, I have picked up a niche, so it's easier for me to target chiros or dentists, but we can focus on any other business as well. Like
I would still go in with picking. The reason why a lot of people, the first
I
step.
want to pick up just a business owner who is looking to get more leads. That's what I want to
And I get
focus
that, but you're still better off focusing on either a
on. Yeah,
chiropractor or a dentist.
I will pick chiros
Okay.
because
Do you
I
get
like
what?
to work in the health sector. That's why.
Okay, and so the reason being is that I know there's still health services, but
Yeah,
you're still better off initially at first, if you haven't got any clients, to go with one first. The reason being is that you can get, if you can literally, there's multiple ways in which we can build and get clients, but you can literally turn up to chiropractors and take one on as a case study. That's what I would recommend. First of all, take one chiropractor on, build a case study up, and so literally, like, you document that process. You understand where their challenges are, and you understand where what's their current ad budget, what they've tried before, and you do a full itinerary of where their business is current, and you give it 100% to that business, and then because you've got at the end of that, you say, look, this isn't going to cost you anything. Yes, it's going to cost you time initially, that's for sure. But at the moment, you don't have any clients. So like, you have to build up your skill set. As you give your skill set away to someone, you say, look, all I want at the end of it is just to say, just give me a great testimonial. All right. And you're going to take that information and you go straight over to the next chiropractor, which you can just look into that local area. In London, there are going to be so many different chiropractors, and so you become a specialist in that niche. And so people today, one of the biggest blocks I find is people do not pick. They're reluctant to pick just one niche because they think, I'm going to be running out of clients because of that. But you're actually better off. You can then scale it. If you have then 10 case studies, you say, look, this chiropractor worked with us, this chiropractor worked with us, this
then
chiropractor.
I don't have to sell to them. It will sell itself.
Yeah. Well, everything else is secondary. The software and answer, you've got our ClickFunnels. And so therefore, like, as you start setting that stuff up, you start running ads, and, you can start building off the back of that, that stuff becomes much easier when you've got, more clients. The whole thing becomes much easier. You can that's it really. There's nothing else to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick the chiropractor niche, and I have made myself a Facebook page as well,
Cool.
which says lead generation. I put it in the group as well, and there was a polling. The lead generation expert. That's what my
But
page is
so
called.
if you're gonna go, so initially at first, I would go with design that around being a chiropractor specifically. So do your, because your branding is super quick to change. You could be you know a lead gener you know a chiropractic growth expert. You know, like that's really simple. I'm a chiropractic. We help build your business, your chiropractic business on Facebook. And look, it's a great niche because chiropractors, they need that. That's the one thing that they need is clients,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to listen to someone that is a. Think about if they come to your page or your website. All right, yours is slightly different to like build a group because a group is about like kind of content. So you
Yeah.
probably don't need to actually even have the group. I'd go straight to the chiropractor and
Yeah.
get a chiropractor on board first of all.
To make an ad for, you mean?
No, I just walk into a chiropractor and say, would you like me to do a case study? I'm going to document the process. I'm just going to give you a heads up. All right. In the future, my monthly charge for this is going to be 2,000 a month, or we stick on like a monthly retainer for that because it is a monthly retainer. However, at the moment, I'm just doing some rebranding. I'm a lead generation specialist. Okay. I know how to drive Facebook ads, etc. But at the moment, I'm just doing some rebranding. And what I'm going to do is just work on your business completely for free.
Right.
All right, because then you know straight away you have something that you're working on, and
Right.
rather like the problem with again with the entrepreneurial mind, it wants to go to like be really creative and do like business cards and like websites. And I'm not saying those things aren't important, but they like you're with if you pick that niche and you go with that approach straight in,
Mm-hmm.
you can straight away be focusing on how can I run you know ads for this business, how can I get more clients for this business that they want to pay me 2 grand a month. If you can generate you know you know your I know exactly when I'm speaking to someone that knows what they're doing. They know exactly how much it's going to cost per month to generate x amount of lead. I get pitched, I don't know, 20 times at least a week of people like of a range of different you know, experts or whatever. And you can tell when someone knows what they're talking about. You know, you need to build that skill so someone knows she knows what she's talking about. Because as you have that, you can then, you know, your referral basis, you won't ever need to run ads to get
To get
clients
clients.
yourself. You can literally, you know, yours is a service provider for someone that already has a business. It's a great place to start, and it's a great business to start because you don't need to run like cold traffic and builder stuff. You can go straight into someone that has no client, that wants more clients, and that has a budget for that. And they can, you know, I'm not saying you can't go in and start charging. Like I've had clients do that before, start charging, you know, 200, 300, 400 pound a month just for the audit. I'm not saying you can't do that. It depends where you feel comfortable with your skill set. I know 100% in today's market, you have to be willing to put some skin in the game. Like genuinely, do you know what you're talking about? Like, you know, I'll give you an example. This guy pitched me recently for Instagram management. Lovely guy, but there were so many flaws in what he was saying. And so we're
Right.
working on a way to, you know, he was trying to charge me 2 grand a month. And I said, look, it's not worth, don't have any clients. You know, and then he was like really transparent with me. And I'm like, you're amazing. It's a great pitch. You're 22. All right, let's work a way in which we can build this together. Let's see if your system works. And I'll happily get you more clients off the back of this working. But I can't pay you an agency fee of 2 grand a month when you don't have any clients. I'm not an idiot. And this is where the world is today. right? Like obviously we have an agency, we specialize in a range of different areas. And, with these sorts of, chiropractors, dentists, aesthetics, beauticians, some of them have done a lot of this already and they've been burned. And you have to, again, like be more conscious of where the market is like, people want all of this stuff and they want social media and they need social media, but they also need someone to be authentic. Like today, when we get people saying, I get people all the time, fill my event for me. I've got 3 weeks, 500 people. I'm like, it's not going to happen. And they're like, no, I'll pay you whatever the fee is. I was like, I know that 3 weeks to fill an event, 500 people is not possible. And it's not because I'm being negative.
No.
I know what works. I know that it's not possible to test, to test the lead page, to test the funnels, to test the lead magnet, to test the process, to test the content. It's just not, it doesn't matter how much you spend, even if you had 100 grand today, to spend that to get 500 people in the room in 3 weeks is not possible. I know people in the education industry that have spent 180,000 and had a 6-week generation time on a free based event without into a cold audience and like 200-300 people turning up. It's, you have to be willing to go a little bit further today, and it's there, and that it's 100% there. Like you go through that process, you get some people on, you start believing in your skill, the whole thing starts going up, and you can scale out an agency where you can make serious cash, really, really big scale. Some of the agencies today, some of the ones that we compete at, to give you an idea, like someone like Social Chain, for a medium campaign of, offering exactly stuff that you'd know how to do, Facebook ads, build a funnel, build a campaign, etc. Some of those campaigns are basic level of 50 grand a month, retainer for 6 months. So that it's big money. And so knowing that that's there as an end is like, let's get really good at this. And let's start one step at a time.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah. So what I'm listening from you is just get a chiropractor on board.
Yep.
And do a free trials with him. My aim will be to get results for him. That should be my aim. And that will sharpen my skills. That's what I'm listening.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And in that negotiation process of negotiating your skill, you can start testing that and say, look, here's what's important to say, like saying things like, I just want to give you do you have a budget already? If that was me negotiating from a starting position, I'd go in with an idea for free, but could I see if I could get them to pay for like basic kind of overheads, etc. So like saying, for example, this would normally, the package I'm going to give you is going to be my £1,500 a month package. However, is it okay if we could start a trial on this at £250? And here's the deal. If this doesn't work, all right, if nothing works, then I'll give it all back to you.
Right.
Do you get that?
Yeah, but he will still have to do the ad spend.
Yeah, but the ad spend, again, like if you start building something, they should be spending on the ad spend, ideally.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. That's what
Did
my
you get
structure.
my last pitch? Like, say for example, in your mind, you're willing to do it for free. All right, so you go, look, I'm going to charge £1,500 a month. That's what I want to, because it's going to be around. Because in today's market, we're not talking about social posting. We're talking about running ad campaigns, managing that. And, if I want a media buyer to help me out with running our ads, it will cost me $4,000. As someone that knows what they're doing, I would be expected to pay between $2,000 and $5,000 a month. That's where my expectation of someone that knows how to run £1 million campaign, who can scale ads, who can create content, who can create copy, all of that stuff. That's what I'd be expecting to pay, right? So it's not an unrealistic amount to say, look, this is what I want to charge per month, okay? However, I'm going to take you on a trial basis, and if it doesn't work at the end of 3 months, I'll give you all the money back, and the trial basis will just be £250 for my time a month, and you pay the ads. Did you get how? Because you were willing to do it for free anyway, right?
Yes.
if you're willing to do it for free, and I've convinced you that free is a good way, and then you say, look, can you do it as £250 a month as a basic? You pay for the ads. But if it doesn't work at the end of 3 weeks, I'll give it back to you. How cool is that as an offer?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
You know, that's what I would be testing in. Be willing to go free because that's what it takes. Like there's at the event recently, did you see this like 19-year-old who was like, oh, people aren't paying my fees? And I'm like, again, like you can't just be going off if people aren't paying your fees or you have no clients and you really want to get clients and be great at it, then you have to go through that stage of like, well, I'll do you know, I would do it for free. All right, because I'm going to get better, and if I can get someone to pay for my time, you know, I started, you know, completely free of charge. For a whole year I was free as a coach, completely free. And I know sometimes people don't like to hear that, but how, you know, it's again, it's the long-term picture of like, do you really
I understand that.
value
Yeah.
your skill? And that skill takes a little bit of apprenticeship.
Especially Facebook ads. It's not what I have done for my whole life. So when I'm learning, I'm happy to go free.
That's
And
what I mean.
down the line, it's like university. You are working on your skills. Yeah.
100%. If you can convince someone with the free thing,
Yeah.
also to like the 250 or
Yeah.
the 300, you're a win-win, big time.
Yeah.
So can you do that? When are you going to get your next client?
Today.
Yes. So just turn up there, rock it up, and then post in the group. Let me know how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that cool? Anything
Very
else?
cool.
You good?
Yeah. So I have one question. We
Yeah.
have made a Facebook ad, made a ClickFunnels with it, like a thank you page. All we need is just phone number, email, and name of the lead for the Cairo, someone with a back problem. Is there any software you will use to deliver that lead to the Kairos? Because from the reception of chiropractor, someone has to call them in 15 minutes slot to book a call with them.
So I could still I'd probably link that to a CRM system.
Yeah.
So you could link it to like a MailChimp is free,
Okay.
but ClickFunnels still has an integrated CRM system as well, so that they know immediately that they've got the lead. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Let me do so. I've got a couple of different research. Go with the first step.
Yes.
See how that goes, because you can still. Look, there are some softwares out there. We've got a couple. I think we've got like a Zapier. I think they can connect it to stuff. A Plus This is another one that can connect it to the phone. Then you've got, but at the beginning stages, you know, and that's why when you're working with one client, working on that testing, you can manually manually understanding the process at the first stage is more important before you actually delegate or outsource it. Because like people I'm not saying outsourcing, and I'm not saying automation isn't a great thing. But you have to have an understanding a little bit first, like in terms of if I was that chiropractor, especially I'd be wanting to get on and speak to verify and qualify the quality of that lead. Yeah, because that's the testing process is vital before you go to that next stage.
Yeah.
Let's have a high five. Good session, super clear. All right, post in the group.
Sure.
Okay, and let us know how you're getting on that, and then we'll keep me updated, and let me know how you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Little smile.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
Means a lot of value.
It's all good. It's all good. I'll see you soon. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. As always, pumping out great videos for you. I'm doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. That if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want more from your life, if you want to break through those limitations, all right, this is the channel for you. As always, no matter what happens, never give up on your dreams, and I will see you on the next video.